Hi Instagram, it's Maha here on the 1st of January 2024, and I'm here contemplating, as I've been for the last few months, about what's happening to the Palestinian people in Gaza. And I'm coming on because many people have spoken to me about where are all the birth keepers, where are their voices? And I sat with that just in my own heart, and I just allowed the transmissions to come to me without forcing or making it to happen or trying not to have judgment, criticism, etc. So, hi. So lovely to see you here. So what I wanted to share was just the trust of the transmission that I got. And I've sat here today to just allow that to come forth. And this is what came through me. And I wanted to share it with you all as a reading. So I'll start. Where is the maternal voice in all of this barbaric disregard for life? As a 61-year-old Palestinian Lebanese birth keeper, educator, and global founder of Embody Birth for almost 3 decades, raised and living in Australia for the last 59 years, since I was 2, I have discovered the deep, ancient, sacred beauty of my Palestinian roots when I was pregnant and when I birthed my first son in 1996. And it was my Palestinian paternal grandmother that inspired me to keep preserving my culture. I sat in the well of sadness and displacement as a child, and in a feeling that I was disconnected from this powerful old indigenous women's culture, a culture that lived within her own language and her own narrative, that was not reliant on a man to thrive, a narrative that was built on women's womb wisdom. Palestinian women, I discovered through my seeking and my searching, are strong, wise, resilient, and they sit at the center of the family. They speak their own truth and dance the spiral of this said womb wisdom as a testament to honor the thread of the women who have come before them and will come after them. And so my own grandmother Amina birthed her 9 babies in our family birthing house in the village of Al-Kubab, Palestine, in the 1920s to the 1930s. This was predating Al-Nakba, the catastrophe. And my grandmother was attended by a midwife, and she was also attended by the children she had already birthed. It was a family event, a witnessing of women's stories that was kept alive and intact through these cultural threads, a weaving of the blood ancestry. So in this, we all knew that we belonged, the belonging to a human sacred family that acknowledges and appreciates the collective virtues. And what I know of my Palestinian roots is that the maternal voice and the maternal experience is the stronghold of our family values, so that we as children carry forth the blood, sweat, and tears of birth's power that lives in our bodies. And we as women have been graced with being the conduit of life. And as mothers, we hold this dearly in our heartbeats. This is the rhythm of life we carry. And as my father told me, in Islam, when we ask God, who should we pray to? God says, your mother. Who should we listen to? God says, your mother. Who is our strength? God says, again, your mother. A mother is a symbol of peace and unity. She births the family lineage and symbolically weaves the threads of her family into her heart, and every heart born from her rhythmic womb. We are in her breath, we are in her soul, we are in our grandmother and our great-grandmother and our great-grandmother's heart and soul. Never forgotten. And our Palestinian dresses, a beautiful craft of all women and mothers, passed down through the lineage from daughter to daughter to daughter. Each village in Palestine had its own colours and symbols and cloth and patterns woven through the whole, the greater whole, from village to village to village, the women's story woven together. Another way to solidify our sense of belonging to the land, to this womb fabric of existence. And so as I watch Gaza burn, and I see what we have endured as Palestinians for more than 75 years, my heart weeps to see this acute destruction and disregard that makes no sense to my beating heart. To witness my ancient indigenous culture built on the foundations of many maternal beating hearts is earth-shattering. To see the darkness, to see the savagery, the brutality, and the indescribable damage feels like a crude awakening, a tangible despair, a living nightmare for all of us as Palestinians and for all of us who have a conscience, who have a human heart. And this despair jolts me from my dreaming in its raw harshness, cutting through the roots of these maternal hearts, the blood and vein of my ancestry. And through this atrocity, through this despair, these Palestinian roots I know are strong. They can never be torn from us. They live in my body and in my children's body. They can never be severed. I ask all the mothers and all the grandmothers and all the great-grandmothers, the weavers of our Palestinian lineage, every woman who has birthed, whether on our country, our soil, our land, or in the diaspora, like myself. I ask them to know that in these strong, unbreakable threads, the roots run deep, 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 deep into Mother Earth, into Mother Womb, the maternal garden. She is rich from every birth had, from every womb that celebrated and that wept, and from every family that is suffering. We hold steady and strong in this misery because we know and we intuit that the Palestinian heart of the mother, of the grandmother, from time immemorial, emanates as the perfume of civilization, and we will not allow anybody to sever us from this sacred beat. This is what we carry as women, as mothers, eternally for this sacred lineage, for this human family. And as I stand before you again as a Palestinian Lebanese birth educator of almost 30 years, I have stood with a tenacity, with a humble duty and a passion in the center of my grandmother's village, of the birthing family house. And I have held on to the branches of her olive trees that live within her body. As I share our birthing stories, as I share the dance of the womb, as I share the dance of life, and as I have done and will continue to do. And as I share, I will always protect and preserve and paint the canvas of her story. And again, I know at this time as Gaza burns, etched within the depths of my grieving heart, that this maternal pledge that I say out loud, that I give, that I share, is for all women, all mothers, all babies, all children, and all families, regardless of where you come from. Because as I have always said, my child is your child. Your child is my child. So the only way forward is for us to go within and know that there are no sides when injustice rains down. When we seek for justice, there are no sides. There is a vision, and that vision is of one humanity. So we must know that we are one. We must stay focused on always bringing back the unity into our humanity, as this is not only the way to free Palestine, but to free all people, to free all of our hearts. And that is what I wanted to share with you all today. My transmission as a birth keeper, as a mother, as a woman, as a Palestinian, as a Lebanese, as a human being who always comes back to the heart space when I feel the judgment, when I feel the division, when I feel the suffering. What is it that humanity asks of me? My conscience asks of me. And in this brutality, this devastation, I stand strong in my roots, and I know that we must come together, as we do for birthing, holding the feminine aspect in our strong hands, in our strong hearts, in our strong temperaments, and hold the vision for us all. So thank you. Yes, thank you, Seed Collective, for this transmission. Unity in the humanity. Appreciate you and your wisdom to uphold the highest good for all of us are the most deeply impacted. Thank you. That's right. On this first day of January 2024, we keep holding each other in this honouring of this one vision for humanity. Sending lots and lots of love. And as I say in Embody Birth, Namaste. And please get in touch at any time. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate your steadiness and wisdom, Maha. Lots and lots of love. Until next time, bye for now.